ICE protests rock New York City. Last night, Wednesday, May 28, 2025, New York City was a scene of intense public protest following aggressive U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) operations conducted earlier in the day. The events highlighted a growing and volatile tension between immigration enforcement and the city's diverse communities. The morning began with reports of targeted enforcement actions by ICE agents within federal buildings that house critical immigration facilities. Key locations included 26 Federal Plaza in Lower Manhattan, a central hub for immigration court proceedings and citizenship applications, and 201 Varick Street. Witnesses described ICE agents, some in plain clothes and wearing masks, actively making arrests inside these courthouses. These agents appeared to be operating with specific targets in mind, detaining individuals as they exited elevators on the ground floor. The reach of these operations extended beyond just immigrants with court hearings. There were even reports of a Queens pastor being taken into custody at 26 Federal Plaza while merely observing the proceedings, though it remains unclear if charges were filed against them. These arrests are part of a controversial and increasingly prevalent ICE strategy known as expedited removal. Under this tactic, government attorneys actively request immigration judges to dismiss migrants' court cases. Once a case is dismissed, ICE agents are positioned to immediately arrest the non-citizen. This effectively streamlines the deportation process, allowing ICE to bypass the traditional immigration court system and remove individuals much faster, without a full hearing before an immigration judge. This particular strategy has been gaining traction and has been observed in immigration courts across the nation, drawing significant condemnation from legal experts and immigrant rights advocates who argue it undermines due process. The heightened ICE presence and the implementation of this new expedited removal tactic come just a week after a particularly contentious incident. A 20-year-old Venezuelan national, who was also a public school student in the Bronx, was detained by ICE under similar circumstances following the dismissal of his asylum case. This prior detention had already ignited a firestorm of public outrage and led to widespread demands for his release from numerous politicians and community leaders across New York City. Fueled by these recent events and the string of arrests made earlier in the day, large-scale demonstrations began to form outside the immigration courts in Lower Manhattan as evening fell. Protesters vehemently voiced their condemnation of ICE's tactics, with many expressing deep concern